Good morning. Well, it's like almost 10 a.m. So, is that still morning? It's a Sunday, so I figure it's kind of a morning. I'm back at my favorite place at the cemetery, Bispebjerg Cemetery, and I just opened this video with some toilet paper because that was randomly hanging in a tree. And we're just gonna have a chill little walk before I have to go to work. I'm working at this performance, theater performance, art performance kind of festival in the opposite end of Copenhagen. It's called Amager. I'm out in the northwestern part of Copenhagen, and it's some really nice people. Oh, there's a lot of balloons that are hosting that festival. And I heard about it from a friend I know from doing climate activism, and she's really nice, so I figured they're probably really nice as well, and they needed to hire someone to give a hand with this festival. I was there on Friday, and it was really nice vibes. So today I'm headed back there. Just gonna be there for the afternoon, so it's a pretty chill, pretty cool little gig. Lately I've been looking for different ways to supplement my income as an artist. I'm trying to kind of figure out what makes the most sense for me, and doing something like this is definitely really nice because it's quite similar in a lot of ways to the work I normally do, which is creating these social art projects, and this very often like a big launch event, which launching the festival reminded me of. I'm just stopping here to notice these. Some grasses that are flowering. So pretty. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There's church bells ringing. It's really hot in Copenhagen lately. Well, hot by Copenhagen standards anyway. Like 25 degrees Celsius. And I am enjoying it thoroughly. Getting to work outside when the weather is like this feels like such a luxury. But anyway, that's more than enough to talk about work. I'm here to just be in nature for a little bit and just enjoying the beauty of it. I have a lot of favorite trees in the cemetery. And this one over here is definitely one of them. It's a willow. I think you call those a weeping willow. In Danish we just call it like a hanging willow. It's very, very descriptive. Oh, that was a hole. And what I like about them is that you can kind of step inside, and it's almost like a little secret space, a little hut of some sort. I don't know how much you can make it out experiencing it through a video, but hanging out in here just feels really, really nice and calming. It's also like the temperature is just a tiny bit colder, and that's pretty nice. Oh, we have some exciting looking cobweb over here. It doesn't look like it's a spider thing. I think it's like a caterpillar thing. See all those little guys? Those caterpillars. See if I can get them. Ah, sorry guys. Oh, look at that. They're squirming and they're like, ah, it's moving. Don't do that, lady. And I don't know if all the rest of that, all the little dots, if they are like eggs for more, or if it's poop. I kind of think it might be poop. So yeah, have fun, little caterpillars, in your poop party. I'm wearing my new sneakers. I traded for them. I traded some chocolate for them. I'm part of one of those Facebook groups where you can give stuff away for free, and sometimes people want to do a swap. And I used to always be making a ton of plants just from, seeds like lemon seeds and avocado seeds, or doing them by propagating the plants I already have, just because I love how kind of prolific and like, don't know how you best describe it, like makes me feel generous and abundant, being able to create new life like that. And they're really great for swapping things. And it also led me to start this plant swapping station that I have. Ooh. Okay, right now, just above us, there is one of those forest magpies. And it's really shy, so it'll be flying. Yeah. Oh man, you probably didn't catch any of that. Sorry. I get so excited when I see them. They're sitting just up here, but it's pretty well camouflaged apart from those little blue feathers on the sides. Anyway, as I was saying, I used to be making plants all the time, and I would swap them or trade them. And then I started this plant swapping station where it's more like a donating station really. You can just put plants you want to donate and share with people. So now I usually don't have any left over to do any swaps with, but then it's nice there are people who will swap for chocolate, like for these shoes, or who will just give you stuff for free. That's the thing about making a life as an artist. It's really a lot about figuring out how to get the most out of the little money that you make. Like when I give talks on the subject for young people wanting to study to become an artist, I'm pretty blunt about that because it's just a harsh reality. You'll have like 1 or 2% of artists who make great money, and you'll have maybe, if you're lucky, maybe a third of people being able to just make just a small living, and then you'll probably have about 2/3 who will just have to supplement their income doing other things, even though they are in reality working full-time as artists. So they're doing more than one job, also like hour-wise, and that's just the reality. So I don't think that's a huge surprise for many, but when you're young, you don't always think about those things. I know I didn't. So I just want to be frank with them. And the good news is that despite not having much money, you don't have to feel poor, because if you're a creative person, you can find really great solutions with very few resources. I spotted a magpie over here. I'm gonna see if I can get its attention. I'm throwing peanuts, but I haven't been hanging out as much here as usual. though all the magpies used to know me, and I can definitely tell that a lot don't, or have forgotten about me. So I'm kind of starting over. I don't know if you can tell, he's running away from me. All right, little guy. See, he's over there. He's just in the shadow now. Trying to point. Oh, okay, that's here. There he is. Where's she? Oh man, it's so hot already. So anyway, yeah. Not having much money isn't the same as feeling poor, for sure. And swapping is a really great thing to do. And as well, just giving things away. That's something that always makes me feel really rich. Whether it's plants or just like my time and energy, being nice to other people, cooking meals for my friends, hosting free art events. There's something funny about that, isn't it? It's often like, I think a lot about balance and how opposites in some way can feel a lot like the same thing. So I like feeling abundant and generous, and when I feel abundant and generous, I don't feel poor, even if I technically probably would be considered that. Oh, there's Bjarne. Oh no, he's so fast. It's the local cat. Let's see if we can go get him. It's a little windy here. Bjarne is a cat that does have an owner, but he roams freely in the neighborhood, and you'll often see people posting about him in the local Facebook groups, and he's pretty friendly. He likes to hang out in the cemetery, especially. It's like his home turf, and it might be why the magpies were acting a little standoffish, because they saw him coming, and honestly I think he takes out quite a few birds. That's in his nature, after all. So probably they're just kind of focused on him, seeing where he's going and if he's any threat. And I saw him going in to this area. I've met him in here before and hung out with him. It's really a nice little part of the cemetery where you kind of go into, it feels like a big bush. And there's probably going to be a lot of mosquitoes in here, but I'll sacrifice myself for the sake of finding Bjarne any day. I don't really see myself resting for eternity in a cemetery. I'm more like a scatter my ashes kind of gal. But if I was to rest in a cemetery, I would love for it to be in a place like this. As you can see, I'm just within the trees, and it's really calm here, really pretty. And the way the cemetery is set up, you'll have these quite hidden little grave places. So here you can just barely make out, so there's a stone right there. And then people hang up a lot of decorations. And here, in fact, they also left a bench dedicated to that specific person so they can visit. I feel kind of funny when I have graves in the shot, and I don't really like to linger on them because I feel that's quite sensitive. But I just want to be respectful. And there's Bjarne. Hi, Bjarne. Bjarne? Hi. Hi, miss. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. Yeah. Oh, hello. Feeling friendly. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. And there are already mosquitoes clambering on me. Hi, Miss. What's that? Oh, Bjarne. So in typical cat fashion, it's not like he wants to like go too crazy showing affection, but he likes to hang out. And I appreciate that. Almost as much as the mosquitoes are appreciating my legs, I think. Oh, Miss. Yeah. Miss is like Danish for kitty. Yeah, what's that? Okay, and now we have an angry magpie up above, alerting the birds to Bjarne's presence. He's just up there, look at that. Sounding out a warning. So I'm probably risking my own reputation by hanging out with this killer. But I try to be a neutral force in here who hangs out with whoever wants to hang out. Oh, Bjarne. Okay. As I mentioned in the beginning, I have to work today. So I think I'm gonna end this here and hurry back home and get my stuff so I can be ready at that festival. So thanks for hanging out with me and Bjarne. Say hi, Bjarne. You had a good. And I hope that you have a really lovely weekend and a nice week. And thank you for coming along. Take care. Ah, mosquito.